When humans are missing out on certain aspects of life, they tend to try and compensate through different matters. When one is small, one might be louder to still have a presence. Turns out, locomotives also do something similar. Like this yellow little tank engine. From the very start of the railways, steam locomotives served in a very industrial role. In general, industrial railways are known to have tight curves, and thus locomotives with a large wheelbase were not desirable and prone to derailing. When a Belgian industry, the ironworks Hoboken-Overpelt, were looking for industrial machines to serve their railway-related needs, they would order a small 040 tank engine. By 1924, the Atelier de Construction de la Meuse, a Belgian locomotive manufacturer, would start developing a series of small tank engines fit for industrial use. These locomotives were designed with an open backside cab, which meant that the driver and fireman of the machine had excellent visibility. Big problem: once the weather turns sour, so do the people on the footplate. That might be the biggest downside of this entire design. In the year 1925, one example of this 040 tank engine was delivered to the Ironworks Hoboken-Overpelt. Magda. From the moment of being delivered to the ironworks, Magda would start serving as the designated shunter. The small tank engine would be Ironworks property all the way until the 1980s, when it was bought by a private owner. Mind you, the machine was still operational. In stark contrast to most other locomotives that we have discussed to this point, Magda is one that doesn't easily evade you. Remember that line about compensating? Well, that will show in this section regarding the statistics and performance of this little tank engine. Magda is the lightest of the locomotives in this series, because she only has a weight of 22 tons. Speed is also not something she chases, as she tops out at the speed of 30 kilometers an hour. When researching for this machine, I couldn't find any official data on the length from buffer to buffer, but it can't be much more than roughly 4 or 5 meters. Another characteristic attribute, just like the cab with open backside, is how incredibly cost-efficient Magda is. According to the Museum Buurtspoorweg, the MBS, this little tank engine is very economical when it comes to the amount of coal it uses when going up and down the line. This is a handy attribute for an industrial steam locomotive. I might like it even more if it were just any other color. After being purchased by the private owner, Magda would be shown to the public once again. The little machine would start operations on the Belgian toeristische trein Zolder Heritage Railway. Sadly, this heritage railway would close down in 1989. Luckily, it did not take long for the locomotive to be saved once more, as it was acquired by the Museum Buurtspoorweg MBS in 1995. By 1998, a major overhaul would be started. It was here that Magda would receive an entirely new boiler, her MBS number 6, and her dreadful colour scheme. The yellow that Magda is so well known for is meant to represent the colour schemes used by the Nederlandse Centraal Spoorwegmaatschappij, the NCS. As no locomotives of the NCS were preserved, Magda would become a living memory of something that no longer exists. To this day, it is common to see Magda run between Haaksbergen and Boekelo. Good thing is, when train spotting, it is hard to not see this train approaching. Can't miss it. If you want to see Magda running in real life, consider visiting the Museum Buurtspoorweg in Haaksbergen, the Netherlands. A link to their website is included in the description below. Anyways, I'm chuffing off for now. Until next time.